Okay, wait. Alright. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be playing more Minecraft, or first video of it. So, this is a voiceover, but I forgot to record. So we're just going to come over here, explore more. It was nighttime, but then I forgot, why any mods wasn't going. And this would be a part where I forgot that I had it on peaceful. So when I was exploring, I couldn't really find anything because, I was just messing around. I was trying to figure out why it wasn't peaceful. Mind you, I created the world and only put it on peaceful because, I was AFK. So I had a perfect excuse to use it. But that was me messing around with the bull or whatever it was. And then after a while I decided to explore more further up. Then, as you can see, I did find a village further up in the darkness, so I was like, no, let me just go over there and see what I can find. This world has a variously of mods or add-ons that I can find. It is a little bit glitchy because I added about 15, but I did fix it. But as you can see, I'm walking in the village, just looking around, and then open the door and decide to call it a night because it's nighttime and I don't want to be out there at all. And as morning time arose, I opened up the door, looked around. It was still glitchy, and then as you can see, the creeper was kind of moving slow on my screen. It wouldn't explode. It wouldn't do anything. It was just kind of moving weird. So failed attempt to try to kill it because my weapon broke. Still fighting it without anything. Because I didn't want to open up my menu and then it would just, creep up behind me or creep up in front of me and explode. But eventually I did kill it after a while, but it exploded. See? So then I was like, let me just see if I can find a new spot to build up. So this was me running past the village or through the village to find a new building spot for a house. Wasn't nothing major, but I was like, I didn't want to stay in the village, so that's what I did. But then I got distracted by the butterfly a little bit. And then I just walked on. Now here is where it wasn't too far from the village, but I decided to kind of make base here and then just kind of build on. So entirely of this clip was just me preparing to build the house. It wasn't really anything huge or anything, but it was glitchy, so it was kind of moving a lot slower than what it actually was on here. This was me going to get cobblestone, which I was only going to get about 6 pieces. As you can see, I was just digging. And then once I got those few pieces, I decided to go back to my crafting table. Open it, and then I decided to create these stone hammers. Now, these stone hammers, for me, I think they were easier to use because it helped me get, more cobblestone more faster, but they do break easily depending on the variety. These are stone. There are gold, netherite, diamond, and gold, and iron ones as well. There are wood ones, but they do break a little bit easily. So this is me preparing to build. So I decided to clear out these flowers, and I couldn't really pick it up. So I was building a small foundation to start off with, just like a cube spot. Didn't really matter if I like lost a little bit of damage, but that was me trying to empty out my inventory so I could be prepared for the nighttime before any other mods kind of spawned in. But then when I was doing that, it kind of just started to rain, and I was like, you know what, I might as well just continue on. Now, when I got out of here, I saw all these zombies, and my screen was glitchy, and then they were just floating, and eventually my pickaxe did break, but they was moving really slow on my screen. As you can see, I was moving faster than them, but I had to get cobblestone, so I walked up and kind of had to handle them at the same time. But then I did learn my lesson on making a sword, but that one of the zombies did drop a wrench. I didn't know what it was used for until afterwards I cleared out my inventory to pick it up. So I decided to fast forward it again, but this is me organizing my inventory using some of the add-ons that I did added on, me mining with some of the stone, and then as the zombie tried to attack me. But so I was organizing, I ran out of wood multiple times, so I had to go out and get more, fight more zombies, and that's basically what I did for this portion of the clip. And then I wanted to get more cobblestone, but then I saw all those cave monsters. I was like, nope, I'm not going in there. So I focused on getting wood instead. But yeah, that was me for this part as well. This part, I was getting sand for my portion of the house where I didn't build at. It was where I was going to place the glass at. And I was having a little bit of trouble here because my screen was just lagging in and out. But I was making the stone bricks for the out layer, but then I was like, you know what, I'd rather just use the wood. So yeah, that was me trying to make another furnace for the glass, because then I still wanted the stone brick. But then I got distracted and I was like, no, I'd rather just do separate. And that's exactly what I did. I decided to replace the wood or the tree branch with more. But then I kind of just took it out and just left it as is, as if it was, normal. So that's exactly what I did. And then I just saw zombies on the other side. That whole guy was full of golden armor. And I was like, let me just, instead of making the roof wood, I'll just make it cobblestone so I can just make it easier on myself for a little bit more better of a portion to use. Because I had a lot of cobblestone, but I wasn't surrounded by a lot of wood, if it made sense. And then I couldn't really break that because I didn't have a pickaxe. And if I used the stone hammer, it would have took a big portion of the house because it cuts by 3s or 4s. So like 4x4. And that was the sun setting. And I would try to get done with the house in time so that way I don't get jumped by zombies or skeletons. This part I was kind of tired of using, my inventory space. So it was kind of a struggle to get the chest done. But here I wanted to make room for my inventory, so I was clearing out. I didn't really care what, style and went in because, you know, it was almost going to end soon either way. But I got the necessary items that I needed. And then I just kind of took off, waited for the glass to get done so I could finish. The wood I was going to use for the door I didn't like, and the other wood or trees was a little bit too far, so I didn't move at all. And eating the food with how many add-ons was in the world was a hassle because I had to eat the food about 2 to 3 times for it to actually register saying that I did eat it. The spider I just wanted to mess with, so that's why I was like, you know, hitting it, and it didn't get to me at all. It just kind of took its time. But this was me making the glass finally, and then it only gave me 16 because I used the glass panels, but I was placing it around there. It's like 6 for each one, and when I did it, I thought I had enough because the house was, you know, small and narrow, but I didn't, so I only had enough for 3.5 glass windows, and then I had to wait more to get made. But then I just kept waiting on, and then I just got distracted again just to make more stuff. Oh, actually, no, I went to make a pickaxe, but I left the sticks outside, and then I had to go back outside to get the sticks. So yeah, that was me using big brain right there after I get distracted. Now this was when I was finally got the glass, and then I was like, oh, I made the glass, and then I forgot that I had more inside the chest, so that's why I went to grab, because you needed about like 6, so I had to wait on that last one to cook. And so I was just sitting there, and I just kind of made sure that everything was like a little bit lined up out the window just to pass time for the glass to kind of finish cooking. And once it did, I grabbed it out of the furnace, went to the crafting table, created more glass panels. I went to finish this window, and then I switched over to the other side. I had it about like 8 left, so I'll use that for like a future project or when I get more stuff. Then I cleared up my inventory because it was already going to end. This is me walking out because it already passed 30 minutes. So I hope you guys liked the video. I know it kind of sucks now, but I would get better at it. And if you guys like it, just like and subscribe. And I'll make more videos on Minecraft and more content soon. Thank you.